Sixth grade. This is your very first note sheet. It's going to be about finding perimeter. So with our note sheets, we always are going to start with some vocabulary. The first word is perimeter, and perimeter is the distance around the outside of a figure or shape. Okay? And then to find the perimeter of a shape, all you do is you're just going to add all of the sides together. We're just going to add every single side together. Remember to only add the sides around the outside of the shape. So we're going to do some example problems down here so you guys kind of get the hang of it. So I'm going to slide this paper up. And so this is the guided practice section. This is where we're going to do example problems together. So it says to find the perimeter of the triangle, and then I have one side is 8 centimeters, I have another side is 8 centimeters, and the bottom is 10 centimeters. So like my directions told me at the top, to find the perimeter of the shape, I'm just going to add. So that means I'm going to do 8 plus 8 plus 10. In sixth grade, you have to show your work here. Mrs. Gall and I cannot read your minds, so make sure that you are showing your addition, even if you can do it in your head. So 8 plus 8 is going to be 16 plus 10, and that's going to give us a grand total of 26, and I'm going to always put my label. Because my label was centimeters on all my measurements, it's going to be 26 centimeters. That's going to be your answer for number 1. And I bubbled my final answer just to let me know that, okay, this is the number that my teacher needs to look at. Okay, it's not my work. This is the answer. All right, moving on to the next one, finding the perimeter of the rectangle. Now this one's a little bit tricky. Most kids would just write 7 plus 3 and get an answer of 10. However, remember what step 2 said. It says remember to add the sides around the outside of the shape. So we're technically missing this side and we're missing this side. But because we know what we know about rectangles, the opposite sides have to be the same. So if this is 3 inches, that means this side also has to be 3 inches. And if this side is 7 inches, that means this side is 7 inches. So I need to include every single side when I'm adding up my perimeter. And you can, of course, use a calculator if you need to. If you can do it in your head, that's great too. So on my calculator, I'm going to do 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3. And we get an answer of 20. We also need a label on that. It's not centimeters anymore. In this case, it is inches. So make sure that you put 20 inches. All right, so there's going to be our notes for the front side. You guys are also going to have code words on some assignments to let us know that you are watching the video. So when you go to your Canvas assignment, that's when you type it in. So the code word for this assignment is going to be shape. We're going to do a capital S, H-A-P-E. These 3 lines mean that S is a capital. Okay? Then go ahead and open it up. And on the inside of your note sheets is going to be your practice problems or what you work on in class. Okay? So this one you can probably do on your own. Remember what we talked about. This one is missing some sides. So if this side is 4, remember that this side needs to be 4. If this side right here is 3, then this side is 3. So kind of remember that for number 3. For number 5, it says find the value of one side of the square. Ooh, square is your key word. So it tells you the perimeter this time. It doesn't tell you what each side is. It just tells you the total. So that means it's going to equal 8 kilometers. So you have to figure out what this side plus this side plus this side plus this side is to equal 8. So I know there's going to be 4 sides. And because it's a square, all these have to be the exact same number. So if I tried 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 would equal 4. That's not what I want. So maybe try a different number here, but it always has to be the same number. That's kind of your clue to get you started on number 5. Number 2 is exactly the same. So they tell you the perimeter. So we know it equals 26 miles. It says, look at the rectangle below. If the perimeter is 26 miles, find the value of u, this one right here. So we know that this side is 8, so we can fill in maybe one of our sides. We know there's going to be 4 sides of the shape, so we could fill in 8 right here. And if this side is 8, we know that this side also has to be, that's right, 8. So we can fill in another side. But what we don't know is this side, and we don't know this side. But we know, since it's a rectangle, they have to be the same. So this number right here has to be the same number. And if I know 8 plus 8 is 16, then that means this total has to be 10 in order to get 26, because 16 plus 10 would get me 26. So what two numbers are the same that could add to 10? I'll let you guys think about that. Number 4, this one is a square, so that means all the sides are the same. So even though they're not given all the sides like number 2 on our practice problems, I would think about, if it's a square, what do all the sides have to be? And then the last one, number 6. If the perimeter of the rectangle below is 40, so once again, they're telling you what the total is. Their total is 40 inches. And in this case, this is a triangle. So instead of 4 sides like we've been doing, we can only put 3. 3 missing sides. And it looks like it gives you 1 side, 2 side. But what about the 7 down here? The 7 is on the inside. Do we care about numbers on the inside? I can't remember. So maybe flip to the front of your notes and see if we care about numbers on the inside of the shape or on the outside of the shape. And maybe they are putting that number in there just to trick you. So not sure. If you guys need any help, let Miss Gall and I know. And these are just some helpful hints to get you started.